Here is the reigning, defending, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol, Mexicano, Saúl Bivol. Orgullo de Canelo Alvarez.
Left hand off the top of the head from
Canelo can't start off short and slow because he'll be.
They want to be unpredictable with the right hand. They felt Kovalev, when they watched back the Kovalev fight, they know that stoppage to be too predictable when he tried to throw that. They want to make Canelo thinking about that. But that fight was close on the scorecards at the time of the stoppage. The sheer volume of punches, jabs specifically, that Kovalev was throwing.
In the guards, he had a little difficult time with Caleb Plant.
So the sheer
a home for the right hand to the gut. Man said so that jab will be effective even if it's just touching those guys.
And this is what
Take his time. There's more of them.
For Canelo, not many opponents throw body shots at Canelo.
Take his time and then start to figure out his opponent and where to
maintain that distance, stay behind the jab. But it's that right hand right there that does enough for react.
He has to make it uncomfortable for Canelo.
You can hear the crowd respond to that.
He's going to have a harder time doing it with Bivol hand yet. I want to see how Canelo's going to react. Great job backing up. Not letting Canelo.
But he's stepping back with his hands up, which is a good thing. You know, as we
now Canelo
not letting Canelo plant his feet. Staying off the ropes.
But you can see when Bivol throws the 1-2s like this, he is
scoring up on punches as well. His back's touch the ropes. He's moving that way.
Again, a flurry from Bivol.
Canelo starts loading up, even if you block those shots.
Absolutely, but I'm wondering when we're going to see the power of Bivol. Bivol is definitely a jam-packed type of power fighter. So his punches have.
Now you see them bothering Canelo, Daniel.
And you could, excuse me, Daniel.
It works for him. He's tapping them, trying to find the range, trying to see what punches he. Canelo's been all power shots this fight.
A lot of power behind him. They're still having an effect.
Win a decision over Canelo in Vegas.
Watch your head.
I think he can if he throws punches like
No, don't drop that right hand.
Yeah, right hand to the body. What you see as you.
There's that right hand to the face.
You don't see, as you mentioned, a lot of fighters go to Canelo's body. Alvarez might try to do the same to Bivol to stop the jab.
Yeah, in that first round, I noticed Canelo was landing.
Is Canelo trying to bait Bivol into opening up a little bit?
I like that right hook to the body right there.
There's one.
But we've seen this before with Canelo Alvarez.
Swing and a miss with the left.
Hitting shoulders, arms, and forearms in this fight because Bivol, his defense is too talented.
As sharp as he is.
I see the same thing, and I might even doubt.
Look at him go.
Trying to get his arms, all these different things. Do you think that'll work?
You know what? He was looking straight at the chest.
And he's looking to set this right hand up.
Let's see if he goes back to the uppercut.
Bivol's overall activity has dipped the last couple of rounds, but
to the uppercut.
I think Bivol is really pulling it off here. The CompuBox numbers say it all. Bivol's not just.
Last round, Bivol.
Joel, how do you think Dimitri's doing out there?
He's doing great. To me, he's winning the
is coming in.
Dmitry Bivol with the jab. I didn't expect this many
But
combinations.
yeah, it's a close fight, and I will edge out Bivol.
Let's see what Chris Mannix thinks.
Came around the guard with a left hook right there.
Bivol was a huge
Great combinations, but he's stopping Canelo from throwing.
Another good jab, and then a left.
Bivol, I mean, he landed his shots, got the crowd going. Landed his
Before this fight, but would the lights in the moment be too big?
landed most of the shots, and he's a bigger guy.
total focus. Canelo missed.
Right hand.
There you go, sir.
There's a right hand again, the uppercut.
For Dmitry Bivol, at this point, absolutely not.
You see the unaffected.
See, he's blocking every punch. Look, he's landing like 4 punches in a row.
Bivol is
Finishing off with a straight right hand. It's Bivol, and again he connects.
Aiming at the arm, the left arm of Bivol now. It's running him.
That's exactly with these counters. So Canelo needs to
against Callum Smith.
Intelligence, hang on because this fight might get tight the way that Bivol is.
The judges can hear. Look, he's hitting it 4 times in a row. See, Canelo's doing nothing.
No, man.
He's starting to take some shots and starting to swell up a little bit. You start to see a little bit of
That's what Dmitry Bivol is so great at.
punches than really anyone I've seen since Gennady Golovkin back in 2017.
You think this strategy would work against Canelo?
17
And he has risen to the occasion thus far. Some concern from Eddie Reynoso.
There has been concern in the last 3, and a strategy and discipline.
incredibly difficult fight Canelo's in. He
Doesn't
hasn't
have more magic in him.
Just, I feel like because he's
And that's the way we're seeing the fight, but who knows what the choke. Well, this is a much better round for Canelo.
We'll either need a couple of knockdowns or knockout to win this fight.
Pops him with that jab.
We asked Bivol during the fight.
Pulls out with his footwork. Pops him with that.
During the fight. Can you imagine if Bivol can knock out Alvarez?
Bivol has been doing this entire fight.
Can you imagine it's a Canelo?
And the reason he's finding a way is because it's
Just has to win the 12th round. Attack here, some loose ace of Canelo Alvarez. Bivol looks much better.
Ahí vamos, ¿cómo siente? Bien, chingón. Ahora pues, no me abuse tanto de quedarse las cuadras.
Right hand for Canelo. The judges. Not sure he
what
will
he
get
always does. He fights within himself. He doesn't get out of character.
but we shall see.
But it's being blocked. Bivol is accustomed to that power, and he's strong. He's a heavyweight.
A minute to
You
go.
can ask for Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfeld, who I consider the gold
Over
standard.
the last few rounds.
And history proves
And
it.
look at the punches through round 9. My word, 110 to 61. This is the second foray into light heavyweight division for Canelo. He knocked down Bivol.
We are seeing some major fatigue here from Canelo. We see his
Was Bivol just...
Canelo to win a decision against Canelo in Vegas. Golovkin came out.
When it comes to boxing judges, these are the best, some of the best of the Dmitry Bivol.
Bivol. Write his name.
Golovkin came out.
Has not figured out how to get to Dmitry Bivol. And Dmitry Bivol,
Bivol's a natural light heavyweight, so guarding, putting his earlock
defense in the corner between rounds that usually shows that the fighter is fatigued. I don't know if it's the
3 rounds. Let's check in with Chris Mannix.
known to take on big challenges, fighting the best. He must stay behind that beautiful jab, not take any more chances. He did exactly
Bivol is
what
putting on, and him obviously coming up in weight class, but Bivol looks good.
Canelo be doing differently.
I feel like Canelo should be taken a little bit more seriously. This is
Too strong, and most importantly, too smart.
Bivol having the performance of his
And
life.
always staying in control, not giving up control.
Yeah,
Too much they need to chew here tonight.
I've never seen Canelo. His slip punches is good to look good defensively.
Historical. His punches are off and clean. But Dmitry
Bivol, you know, I thought Canelo could have, one of those shots could have went down. Very strong shot.
On his terms. That's what Bivol is doing right now. He fights someone he wants.
He is overwhelming Canelo with the sheer volume of his punches. He is
Seconds. They want to assure this victory.
As he's seeing Canelo.
A right hand scores for Bivol.
He's in a position to beat him. Said it takes brute strength to beat a brute puncher, but it takes finesse.
Canelo Alvarez was a big favorite, showed out, and
To the judges' scorecards. All scored this out identically. 115 to 1.